This video has a lot to talk about and cover. We got new information about what the SEC is doing to punish Ripple. What an important one. It will also have an effect on the XRP ETF, as well as, I believe, 11 or 12 other ETFs. There was a nice little change in prices last night. It was nice to see the call reports on my phone, but nothing important. Just so you know, our coin is up a little over 1%. Good, we don't need to turn around. However, Bitcoin is still not making a big step forward that will allow people to start using it right away. 97870, it's either going up or down right now, I'm sorry. In the last 24 hours, about a 0.5%. Ethereum is selling at $2,692 and has gained 1.6% so far. Ahead of the rest is XRP, almost at the front to be exact. Make the majors follow your lead. The market value of all cryptocurrencies is $3,216 billion, which is $82.49. It's up 3.7% right now. Where do we go from here? We hope that everyone is keeping an eye on Bitcoin. We are just cutting until we are sure that a Bitcoin can come out of the $180,000 range. I'm going to show you the XRP chart now. It's just a cut-up city. I sent out this tweet yesterday to make things easy, but I can't make them drink it. People, pay attention to my project. Please remember our gift. We're getting faster. We just recently announced that Uniswap will be listed on Ascendex, and we have another exchange listing planned for next week as well. In other words, 2 new top 25 markets will open in the next 10 days. It's still pretty early. It's on Uniswap for you to see. In 24 hours, it only got $3,000. That's not much, but it's fine. You know, you start out softly, and as more people hear you, the level goes up. It's important that you get to the party early. I don't understand why the chart info isn't showing up. I think it's because we're using the newest version of Uniswap, which doesn't handle the charts well. As soon as we figure this out, we'll move on to the XRP chart. I'd like to show you the TLN chart instead. Hold on a second. To take advantage of this great chance, all you need is our Ethereum in your wallet. Bitram is where it is. You swap right away on Uniswap. The price to swap was about 1 penny. The idea is not getting paid, no. People think it's very easy, which drives me crazy. Today you can see things. The person who had the ticket was thrown out. This is good because you want to get into the dump yesterday. We were ripping yesterday, up more than 200%. But the people who have the ticket are selling it, which is not what we want. It's not possible for us to leave, but now is the time to use the ticket. People, there are only 30 million up for grabs. 30 million are being used. It's over now. Do you know how much fun this is going to be? If you buy the dips, this will go through the roof again. Tell me. Now, let's look at the XRP charts. If you're still in this band, I want you to go straight across the line. The amount you give is about $2.50. We need a miracle. Look at this top green band and this big, thick green band that is coming out. We don't want to see a crash. Now more than ever, you'd rather not go to that level. In order to go there from now on, of Q1, we want to have broken up and moved into the mid $3 range. This would put us in a good place for $4 to $5. That's what you should pay attention to. If you don't pay attention to that and are focused on the present, you will kill yourself. Do not do it. Don't think about what will happen soon. No one cares about what happens today or tomorrow. Go back to November and now we're up more than 400%. And the latest news from Rippleverse SEC makes it even better. It's the first time since Mark Dyer became acting chair of the SEC that the court has asked a stop to a Bitcoin case. Recently, Binance and the SEC government filed a move together to stop the SEC's 60-day lawsuit against the exchange. They said that the newly formed SEC Crypto Task Force might be relevant to the case and that the work of the task force could affect and help with possible resolutions of this case. After 60 days, the parties plan to put out a joint progress report to figure out if a continuance of the state is needed. To seeing all the other cases that aren't fraud. For example, Ripple's Kraken works the same way in this way. Have you got the cue? Have you got it? The work of the task group could have an effect on the possible revolution and help end it. They will show that they want to get in. The new heads of the SEC under Trump's government will tell them to stop wasting time and get rid of all these cases. That's what we're seeing here. Now, who else the SEC is trying to sue? They know that these cases against Ripple and Kraken on Coinbase are over. They're done. They understand that. They're only waiting for the big time. The best thing about it all is that we have this paper. Ripple was told that this official paper from the SEC and Binance talks about the new crypto task group. Let Binance know that it's done. Isn't it over? As she says, now that you know about the top-ups, I expect the Ripple case to be over soon. When high officials from the SEC arrived, they were told they could stop everything by the cryptos who run everything. These people are trying to make cryptocurrency great again in the US. Let's get past this and move on. The goal is to bring these companies back to the US. It's added by Jeremy Hogan. Hey, guess what? Because they want the US to lead the Bitcoin market, these exchanges bring new ideas back to the country. There is nothing there. In the case we are talking about Ripple versus XRP, that would change how an ETF is approved. The only thing left is Ripple's very specific sale on platforms. The most important thing to remember is that XRP is not a bond. A lot of people keep asking about these ETF approvals and AVs, which are basically ways to accept an ETFI. That's why I'm getting direct texts about it. Please excuse me. Is this the case that Ripple and the SEC are in? If you want to know what happened with the XRP ETF, the Ripple v. case is a no. This is also what Jeremy Hogan is telling you. The last problem that needs to be fixed is the secondary sells. When it comes to cryptocurrencies, XRP is not a security. This means that the ETF can keep going and move forward. Jeremy Hogan, who speaks up right now, says the same thing. Then what are we going to look at here? It's simple. The SEC versus Ripple. Stuart Alderadi told us that it's just a distraction at this point and that it's over. Telling you that an XRP ETF could be allowed at any time. This is because it has nothing to do with the leftover dust or cloud that is being held over this lawsuit. Brad and Stuart just got back from meeting with Trump and the crypto leader, and Stuart told us straight out that there is nothing to worry about. This is a very important news. Something important happened in the case between the SEC and Ripple. Finally, Wheel Jedi made the film too. Alderadi told us that the lawsuit was over. Everyone wants the official statement to be made, though, because it makes them feel good. Taking a break from it. He already knows they won. Don't pay attention to it. As you can see, they are just getting their papers in order. The SEC and Binance also filed a move to stay in the case because the new task force can tell them what they need to do to finish it. The problem is solved as soon as they sign the paper.